everybody. How are you? Good evening to you. I've had a very busy day just trying to keep up with Chantal. My goodness, like she just keeps flip flopping and going back and forth. One minute she's going home to Canada, the next minute she's not going. She's canceling her plane ticket, and yet she's not canceling. I mean, it's just one big ball of nonsense. So I did a react to Chantal earlier. And then just to relax a bit, I reacted to Neo Taro's reading on Foodie, which was great. Really enjoy Neo Taro's take on Foodie. And she's always spot on and she's really just on top of it. So let's cover the Tim Hortons stream that Chantal did. Salah took her to Tim Hortons. He essentially dropped her off so she could have donuts and coffee, which is what she wanted 3 days ago. Y'all remember? She ate her Taco Bell. The Taco Bell that he bought her was not enough, so she snagged up his food, and then she talked about wanting donuts. And I don't know if there was an argument over the donuts. I don't know if she got donuts that night or he told her no, but whatever happened, she threw a bit of a fit. And the next thing you know, she's talking about, I want to go home and take care of myself. I don't know what I'm going to do. And things are over between us. And yet, anybody who was watching that stream, those of us been watching Chantal for quite a while, we knew it was a bunch of BS. I mean, talk about bad acting. Somebody get her a Rotten Tomatoes award. Give her half a Rotten Tomato. That's all she really deserves. It was so obvious she was faking. She had this smirk on her face the whole time, the duper's delight smirk. She couldn't even cry. She was way too calm. I mean, all the red flags were there. You know, red flags on the field, red flags on the play. So she did the Duper's Delight stream, probably hoping that everybody would fall for her nonsense and she would get a ton of super chats. And I will say thumbs up to the Beezers for not buying it, for holding back your money and saying, we're going to hold off on this. We've been here before. So good job on that. She only made $26 in super chats on that stream. Maybe she got some views, but that's all she got. She didn't get any extra bonus money. And then she came back on and said that she is not going home. But then again, she is. She is going home. She's just not going home immediately. And we're going to get into that courtesy of the clips on Twitter. I'll explain once we get there. So, lying liar who lies, she lied yet again. So, like this whole thing that's been going on, it was just one big, gigantic lying grift from start to finish. It's end of the month. She's doing the end of the month thing. We've all been here. We've seen it. We've heard it. We're familiar with it. We can call her out on her nonsense because she never changes her scamming tactics. So how about we just get into the Twitter stuff and get started with this? I think that would be a good idea. Okay. So let me just go ahead and pull up my Twitter. It's all ready to go. And we've got some fun stuff along with the Chantal stuff, some palate cleansers, if you will. So why don't we just start here from a post by Pegatha saying she bought a flex ticket. Why would she spend a good amount extra to have the option to cancel? Because she never intended on actually leaving. She just used this to manipulate Salah. She is such a piece of crap. Mo Translates says she really went ahead and booked the flight the same day that YouTube money is paid. This probably is what freaked him out since he has no other income. Dang, she always pulls this level of financial manipulation with the men she dates or lives with. So yeah, Chantal posted her ticket and people started to look at it and noticed the date. So it looks like she's leaving on the 23rd or the 24th. So she didn't cancel the ticket, y'all. She just moved the date up a bit and it would coincide with her payday. So she didn't cancel it like she said. She also told another lie on top of the I canceled the ticket lie. She said that she booked the flight and then she canceled and oh, I lost out on that money. Couple of things about that. If you're on a tourist visa, it is required that you have a return flight back home. You have to have a flight going home after 3 months. So why would she have to buy a ticket when she already had one? Two, if you buy a ticket and then with an hour later you're canceling, you can get your money back. So all this nonsense of I couldn't get my money back and I lost that money, what a bunch of hogwash. You already had the ticket, Foodie. You've had it for the longest. You know exactly when you were going back home. But you tried to act like, oh, I lost out on all that money. No, you didn't. You had the ticket already. You did. So why are you lying again? And why do you insist on lying when it's so easy to prove that you lie? This crazy little game that you play with Girl World, acting like we're all stupid. We're not stupid. And we're especially not stupid when you provide the evidence that we can examine and go, oh, did you notice this? We're noticing this. Oh, look at the date on the ticket, 23rd to 24th. You're still going. You know, like lying liar who lies, who gets caught in her lies. Truth Seekers says she never canceled and is still going back, dated for July 23rd, 24th. Now, forgive me, I've got bad eyesight. The picture provided is a little bit blurry, but I'll take you guys' word for it that it's dated for the, I think the date is down here. I don't know. I can't see. I got reader glasses on. All right, let's see. We can't really blow this up, but I trust you guys. I trust you. If you say it was the 23rd or 24th, I trust you. So she's still going. She is still going. Mo Translates says, girl, what now? Is she annoyed no one believes her and she got no sympathy super chats? Yeah, Chantal did her woe is me live. Then she said she was possibly going live again, but then she never came back live. And I think it's because she did not get the sympathy super chats. So she posted this post saying going live notifications won't work. Foodie, I'm a YouTuber. I have a channel. Sometimes notifications don't go out. Sometimes they do. More often than not, the reason why notifications don't go out is because you've done too much on YouTube. After like the third live or the third video or whatever it is you're posting, YouTube says, we're not going to promote you past this point. But you were on your first or second at that point, so you were still within the 3. But even if notifications weren't going out to everybody, you can still go live. That doesn't prevent you from going live. So you can't use that as an excuse over here. Just because notifications don't go out doesn't prevent you from going live. You weren't getting the sympathy super chats. You weren't getting the big money. You got salty over that and you decided, I'm not going to go live because why? Nobody's giving me extra money for these lies. So why waste my time? Okay. Florida Salt and Sass says, so she would have needed a return plane ticket to get the visa in the first place. Why is she saying she has to book a ticket now? Good question. You have to have a return flight when you go somewhere as part of a tourist visa. So you don't need to book a ticket. It's already in hand. Now, a little palate cleanser from Punch Cat saying good for him. Man opens a pub, starts taking stray kitties in, and ends up with Bristol's first cat pub. How relaxing. I think that's great. The kitties get a good home and somebody feeding them, and he gets something unique to his pub. It works out. Okay, Empress says she's not 330 pounds. I know we all know, but I found this clip. So this clip that we're looking at, this was Chantal back, I believe it's at the villa. Yeah, it's at the villa. I can tell by the Cat Mom t-shirt. So this was Chantal 3 years ago. She was back at the villa when she lived with Pete, and she was 372 pounds. So she was close to 400 pounds. You can tell by the way she looks, and you can look at her now and tell she's much bigger. So how are you 330 pounds now, Chantal? And if you were 330 pounds, why are you having such a hard time with your breathing, with your mobility, with your back, with your issues? Lying liar who lies. You know, you can't lie to your diabetes. You can't lie to your blood pressure. You can't lie to your blood sugar. You can't lie to your bad kidneys, your bad heart. So you might as well just stop lying. Let's see. Okay, going on. Let's see. Burgundy Rose Bunny, hey Bunny, says mean Chantal, crap for brains, scammed her own family into buying that ticket by her, technically bullcrapping them, and selling the Kia to Aunt Phyllis, and she backtracked on that ticket and kept the money. Yep, scamming scammer who scams. All right, this is something cool from Small Silly Cat. Look at the babies. Look at that little wiggly butt. Aw, it looks like baby booger. I would love to wake up and see all that many kitties in the house. Look at that butt. I love kittens. Oh, look from Boot and Began. You get the puppy sneaking in with the kisses. That is the most precious thing. He's just sneaking up for kisses. Okay. All right. Perfectly Imperfect says, I'll never understand how after being on the internet this long, Foodie doesn't understand her lies will always be found out. Lauren says her plane tickets to Canada were marked as economy flex. It means that she can change the dates whenever she wants. So economy flex tickets, the flex fare is aimed at passengers who need more flexibility when planning their trip. Tickets on this fare can be rebooked and even refunded for a fee. So her saying, oh, I lost out on all that money, lies. Lies. She knew exactly what she was doing. She manipulated Salah into believing she really was going to go, and she wasn't. She knew. She knew what was up. Let's see. Wonder Mom says, first, Foodie Beauty wants to say a huge F you to all the idiots and minions that believe and trust her. The people sending money and supporting her crap. She was bored, and hubby did not want to order food, so she cried and lied, and then she will do it again. Yep, because she said in Cuba, that she'll manipulate the F out of you, and then she'll come on the next day and be sweet as pie, and all of you that are beezers will eat it up. Those words actually came out of her mouth. She said that with her whole chest. She wasn't kidding. And she's still doing it today, and it's years later. So tell me how you've changed, Foodie. Okay, Perfectly Imperfect says this, all of this. The picture says, threatening a divorce or a breakup during a disagreement is a manipulation tactic and your partner's attempt to regain power. This greatly damages your sense of security, self-worth, and quickly deteriorated trust within the relationship. We're talking emotional abuse. Well, that's Foodie to a T. She's emotionally abusive. She's emotionally abrasive. She's a weak person who likes to weaken people or find weak people to surround herself with and have power over them. So, yeah, it's a power play. With her, it's definitely a power play. Yog says, dog thinks they adapted the new kitten just for him. Look at the puppy. He's like, get away from my kitten. This is my Fluffy. That's cute. Ghost Crab says, no, she did not have a bad day. The only reason she did not go back is because she realized she'd have to live on the streets. She has come to terms that Salah is SMB, that is swinging by once in a while, and she can call husband for $1. She's eating her feelings. Salah is free. Well, not entirely free. She's still there, but accurate, very accurate. Okay. Okay, this is cute from Yog. Bunnies. Look at the bunnies. We need more bunnies in our life. Uh-oh. Bunnies are so cute. You can actually train them to be like cats and like poo in a litter box. They are clean animals. And oh, they look like they cause chaos in the house. Okay, Mrs. Flupa Booty. Hey, Mrs. Flupa Booty. Says, okay, I was curious to see what a certain relative was posting on their Facebook today. So I took a quick peek because, well, hey, they keep it public. They know Girl World looks at it. This was my favorite one they posted today. And the quote is, a mistake repeated more than once is a choice. And that's a quote from Paulo Coelho. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's a true saying. If you repeat something more than once, it's a choice, not a mistake. North Star says, Foodie Beauty, you clown. It's not love. You both use each other. You are too sick in the head to be in a real, meaningful relationship. Keep the same we can't live without each other energy when he pays you no attention again, or you find out about a new side piece again. Well, misery loves company, so I guess they like each other's company. They won't let each other go. Okay, this is from Yog. This is the cat distribution system at work. So you've got these two babies, and the one baby's like, you've been chosen. I'm going to crawl into your little cap here, and that's it. Don't argue. Just take me home. Duh. It's so cute. That is so cute. Oh. Okay. One moment, please. Okay, sorry about that. Let's continue. Where were we? Oh, yes, checking out cute kitties. It's the kitty girls. All right, a chick and a duck says a few deleted comments from the last live chat. Notice any trends? I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to be looking at here. People's talking about a visa trip, visa run. A lot of people in her chat looks like they don't like what's going on. Yeah, Sandra D, visa trip, visa run. This is so clickbait for some extra views. Can you admit Salah is a scammer? Did Salah cheat? Yeah, a lot of people are waking up to her nonsense. The more she lies, the more people are going to see right through her stuff. You know, that's just going to happen. All right, let's go on. Two-Tailed Caperer says Chantal thinks she's being clever by orchestrating new storylines every time her visa needs renewing. The problem is she's incredibly stupid, and no amount of crocodile tears will change that. We've been through these impulsive trips like 3 times now. Yeah. And that's why they're no longer working. We're numb to it. Let's see. Did I go here? I think I did all this. Yeah, I think we're caught up. I think we're caught up. Okay, that didn't take long. Well, that's because I've been doing Chantal stuff all day. So let's go on to the Tim Hortons live. Good news, it's not that long. It's like 51 minutes, and we'll just skip ahead if she gets too boring. We'll kind of make this a quick one if we can. And hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so let me just bring that up. Great, where we need to be. Let's go from here.
Salah dropped me off for a bit.
How romantic. How romantic. Your husband's dropping you off so that you can be by yourself to get a coffee and a donut. Why isn't he there with you? Why can't he sit there with you while you drink your coffee and eat your donut? Shouldn't he be spending time with you? Tell me the two of you are in a business relationship without telling me you're in a business relationship. Like he's not spending any time around you if he doesn't have to. You threw a fit because you wanted coffee and donuts, and he basically just dropped you off and said, here, go stuff yourself stupid, and I'll see you later.
Out and about, Elaine, I got a frozen French vanilla. No, locals were not. Hazelnut iced cappuccino. Yum. Thank you. So I got that, and I got a. Oh my gosh, there's like a sandstorm right now. It's really.
And I just want to point this out. Salah knows that she's not in good physical condition. If something happened to Chantal, if she had a medical event, like he's not even there. I don't know if he's hoping for that, but if there was this was a real relationship. If you have a husband and he knows that physically you are not in good shape, that you could suffer a fall, which could result in a broken bone or worse, and there's nobody else there to help you, a real husband would stay by your side to make sure that nothing happened. But he just dropped her off her coffee and donuts, and what will be, will be.
really sandy in the air. It's not sandstorm, but in a Boston. Woo. I gotta grab that after. And I got a Boston cream donut. Hi, Fantiva.
So I got a question for you, Foodie. Are you abusing your insulin? Are you taking more than normal? Case we know that you were taking more than the normal dosage for metformin to make up for all those B moments and mukbangs. Are you going through your insulin like nobody's business, like you shouldn't be doing? So you could have your donuts and have your coffee? Something to think about. If something happens to your kidneys and they completely fail, you're going to have to do dialysis. You're going to have no other choice. You can't argue with it. You can't fight it. It's just something you're going to have to do. And at your current size, the normal session for dialysis is 6 to 8 hours for them to clean your blood. At your current size, you're probably going to need 10 to 12 hours. So you're going to be sitting in a dialysis chair for basically all day. So if you don't like that thought, you might want to back off on the coffee, on the donuts, on the sugar, on the soda. I don't know what condition your kidneys might be in, but you've only got one pair of kidneys. There is no backup kidneys, like a backup sandwich. You got what you got. There are no refunds. There are no exchanges. And you're not in any kind of condition where you can get a donated kidney. And even if somebody could donate one, if they found a match, nobody could operate on you. So you might want to preserve what you got.
Wow. Anastasia, Salah warned me. He's like, don't sit outside the sand. But they're playing music inside. So let's try this. Bismillah. Tastes like the ice cap. It's so sweet.
So the coffee by itself is already oversweet. And then we're going to add the donut, which is even more sugar. Talk about sugar bombing, Chantal. Do you need both? Did you need a donut and really sweet coffee? Nah, you really didn't need that. It's just that you're craving it and you give in to your cravings.
Ellison. Thanks, strawberries and cream. It's mostly a me problem right now. Let's try this.
It's always a me problem. Because you left Canada with all of your issues, girl, all of your addictions. You traveled to Kuwait with all those issues. And you thought they would just magically disappear, and they never did. As a matter of fact, you collected a few more while you were in Kuwait. Now you're much more unhealthy. Not a single one of your addictions or your issues has been dealt with, has been put in check. They're all raging out of control. So yeah, definitely a you problem. You are the way that you are. You're as negative as you want to be. And then you wonder why. Why do all these men run away from me? Why don't they love me? Well, it's because you suck all the oxygen out of the room and you won't give it back.
The donut's a bit stale. There's like sand blowing everywhere. Tim Hortons. A little bit of nostalgia, but yeah.
Yep, there we go. Like a little bit of nostalgia. What does that tell y'all? She's missing Canada. She's missing all the things in Canada that she can't have because she's in Kuwait. So she's like going to go someplace where there's something that resembles something in Canada, and she's going to go there for nostalgia. And what does Chantal's nostalgia usually include? Food. Y'all can put money down on this. I'm telling you, when she touches down in Canada, and Chantal, you know I'm telling the truth. The moment you get off that plane and you're walking through the airport, you're going to smell that food. Ooh, you're going to smell it. The Burger King, the McDonald's, the Cinnabon, the Starbucks. And Salah's not going to be there to tell you no. Not that he ever could, but you being alone with a food addiction and you're walking through an airport and you can smell the food and it's right there, the party's going to get started right there in the airport. You'll probably stay in that airport for a couple of hours just going wild with the food just because it's there. And then your butt is going to find the nearest dispensary and you're going to go there too because you do like your green, don't you? You miss your green. You're going to indulge in all the things that you could not get while you were in Kuwait. You're going to justify it. Because when you have an addiction, when you have that addictive personality, when you got addictions raging out of control, the addictive voice in your head, it knows what to say. And it will justify it somehow, some way, by telling you, you couldn't get this stuff in Kuwait. So get it now. Go ahead, get it now. It's okay. Nobody's watching. Shh. We won't tell. We're not going to tell on you. You're safe. No one's going to know. Your body's going to know, though, because you can't lie to your body. You're going to go to town on all the fast food, all the junk food, all the candy bars, double fisting those Starbucks drinks. And then when you feel like ERBing for some sympathy, you will purposely make yourself sick by going to a buffet and eating all the food there, spiking up your blood sugar just so you can walk into an emergency room and you won't have to wait in line behind everybody else. Would you do that? Yeah, because you have done it. You purposely made yourself sick just because you want to cut in line in front of everybody else and not wait in the ER. You'll configure things to where you know when they take those tests, they're going to look at your numbers and go, holy cow, and send you right on in. You're just playing dangerous games with your health.
Yes, Allison. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Yusra. How much was it? I don't remember. Sugar beet. Yeah, I got dropped off.
So I got a question for you, Chantal. This might be a bit of a rude question. Maybe it's none of my business. These feedies that are in the background paying you to eat this food, that are encouraging you to eat this food, the immobilizers, the gainers, have they put away money for your funeral? Like, have they covered your funeral expenses and all that? Because I don't think you have the money. They're encouraging this behavior. They're pushing you towards that end. Are they going to pay for your expenses when you're no longer here?
I don't think I'll drink all of this there. Hello, Callie. Sarah Jean, welcome salam. Tanya. Hi, Jay, I see you. Go inside. Yeah, Leslie, I should, but there's music playing in the Tim Hortons. So I don't want to get like copyright strike.
And see, it's idiots like this in the chat that I'm like, you got some messed up people in there. Strawberries and Cream says, you had a stressful couple of days. I think a sweet dessert treat is well deserved. What? Chantal is diabetic. Her blood sugar is in the 300s and the 400s. Even if she had a couple of days that were stressful, like that donut and that coffee are going to make it any better. It's just going to make things worse. See, this is the kind of narrative that is backing up her bad behavior. This is why her hug box is bad, because there's people in the chat that are stupid. They're like, go ahead and eat. You deserve this. I wonder if you guys are food addicts or you got food issues, and that's why you're on board with what she's doing. Because nobody who's normal and sane would encourage a diabetic who has blood sugar up in the 18, 19, 20, 25, telling him it's okay to have a donut. It's okay to have some coffee. Go for it. You were stressed out. It's okay. No, it ain't. It's not okay.
Tim Hortons is Canadian. Yeah. Angry Blue Pot. You were mean to Salah. It has like cream in the middle. So this is like one of my favorites from Canada.
Do you know why Salah dropped you off to get coffee and a donut, Chantal? Because he doesn't care. Because it is a business relationship. Because he's embarrassed to be seen with you. Your gluttonous behavior embarrasses him. The fact that you're an eating machine embarrasses him. He doesn't want to be associated with you. You wanted your treat, so he's like, fine, I'll drop you off. You can get your treat. But he's not going to stick around to acknowledge the fact that he even knows your name.
It's good. I don't know. Maybe they use different ingredients. It's a bit harder. This is frozen French vanilla. I don't know if we have that in Canada. The donut's a little dry. I think the Canadian one might be a bit better. Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, Beezers, those of you that are not feedies, those of you that are not encouraging Chantal to eat, you think this is bad? All of you people that just hopped on board the ship, you think this is bad? Just wait. She's going to be going home in a few days after payday. Just wait. I'm telling you now, she's going to make herself sick. It happens every trip. She goes wild with the food. Her blood sugar spikes. She ends up in the ER. It happens every single time she goes to Canada. She's going to be stuffing everything down her throat. And she's going to justify it in front of all of you by saying, well, I never get to Canada anymore and I miss it. And I miss the things here. And I got to eat all this food before I go back. No, she doesn't have to do it. She just will want to do it. The addiction will tell her to do it and she will listen. So if any of what she's doing is stressing you out, understand it's about to get 10 times worse. But she will be making herself sick on purpose.
Just be the angry Blue Pot for now. Thanks, Rebecca. I haven't seen Blue Pot. I don't know. I'll ask Salah. I'll see after the stream. I can't unblock you now anyway. They had a tart. They had cheesecake. They had red velvet cupcake. So it's like a plaza. I'll show you guys a bit after. No Canada vising, no.
Lies. Can't believe a word you say. You still got that plane ticket. It's just got delayed for a few more days. You're going home, Chantal. You are going home. It's going to be one of those things where she disappears for a couple of days and then she pops up in Canada and says, hi. Yeah, it's going to be like that.
There's a nice fountain.
For some reason, it bothers her if people know exactly when she's leaving Kuwait. She's under this impression that the airport's going to get called and she's going to get bothered. Chantal, you're not a celebrity. Nobody cares that much.
It feels like a sauna out here, and there's sand blowing everywhere in the air. Hold on, let me show you. Can you guys see the sand? I don't know if you can see it blowing. Wait. Okay, do you see it blowing? Watch the look at the sky. Look at the sand blowing. Do you see it? That mist is sand. Don't see it.
Well, hello, it's a desert. That happens. Duh. Moving ahead.
Just yeah, whoever's deleting comments, just delete super hateful comments. Don't delete like just anything. Please and thank you.
Yeah, so apparently one of her regular viewers, Tracy, I guess, uh, there's issues with her right now. Like Chantal did not like what Tracy had to say to her. But again, she gaslights people and she makes them angry. And then when they speak their mind or they react in any way that is not a positive hug box type of way, then she'll put them on timeout.
I don't know, Yima. I don't want to talk about my relationship. What happened yesterday wasn't all about that. It wasn't about that. It was a lot of different mixed feelings, you know?
She's laughing because she knew exactly what she was doing. She was scamming. She was trying to grift manipulation. That's why she thinks it's funny.
Oh my god. I can't with you guys. I didn't block Tracy.
Keep going, Chantal. Keep lying to people. Keep manipulating them. Keep scamming them. Everybody has their limit. Everybody. And when everybody disappears, when you're down to the last 15 beaters and you're stressing out and you're wondering, where'd everybody go? Well, you drew them, you pushed them away.
But yeah, I have another video coming out after, like tonight, and I do a weigh-in, blood sugar reading, health updates. It's not fake. It's not fake drama. Trust me. If I wanted to, I could do fake drama all the time. Like it's like I'm human. I have bad days. Like I have, and I'm very impulsive.
It was fake drama for views. Look, the timing. The end of the month, Chantal, you always pull this crap at the end of the month. You got to kick it up a notch, final push before the end of the pay period. You're going home to Canada. You're hoping for that travel money. You didn't get it. So good on you, Beezers. You didn't believe for crap. But then again, when Chantal was in Canada, she pulled a scam and people might have learned from that experience.
If you guys know me, if you've been watching me for years.
Yeah, you're a lying liar who lies. You're a scamming scammer who scams. Yeah, people know you. And you're angry about the fact that people, they learn from what you do. You don't learn what they do.
You know? And yeah, I was ready to just like, how is it fake when I showed my plane ticket?
Because it was a flex ticket and you can change the date and Big Beesh and To have a tourist visa, you need a return ticket. You didn't have to buy the ticket, it was already bought. You just changed the doggone date. You pushed it back to the 23rd or the 24th. Lying liar who lies. You acted like you were so put out with money. I spent all that money on a ticket and now it's gone. The money was already spent a long time ago. You already had it. You knew when you were leaving. Stop lying to people.
I was like ready to just give up everything and fly out.
Give up what? The villa is an apartment that is probably not even in your name. It can't be in your name. So you're giving up a rented fart box. The furniture in it does not belong to you. It's probably rented. You can put all of your possessions in 2 suitcases and go back home to Canada. I'm going to give up everything. You didn't have much to start with.
And start over, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because you can't do that because you basically have driven your channel into the ground. You don't have much money. Your credit sucks. You got 2 bankruptcies on your record. To get a studio or a 1-bedroom would take more money than what you've got. And you just can't do something that would be beneath your vanity, beneath your pride. You're not going to go home and stay in a motel because you know you're going to get crap from Girl World over that. You're not going to take the L and turn it into a W. So you're always going to maintain the position of I'm living better than you. I'm better than you in every way. And all the rest of you are peasants and you're living so poorly. And I'm the queen. Screw you. Your life sucks.
And I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I like it here. You'd have to be here to understand the vibe.
And you know what, Chantal? Keep lying to people, like I said before. Keep lying to them. When you deceive enough people, when you lie to people too much over and over again, when you disappoint them, when you refuse to give quality content, when everything becomes so boring that even your own beaters who care about you can't stand it, all you're going to do is increase the channels, the Girl World channels. Those people that are in your audience right now, they're going to get so tired of you that they're going to go to a reactor channel and become part of their audience and have a much better time with a lot less BS. So keep going. Please keep going. Keep boring people to death. Keep lying. It'll cost you in the end. It always does.
Thank you, Quiet. Thanks, Pia Maria. So, yeah. What do you mean the way I act? How am I acting? I came online and
Oh, here we go. Here's defensive Chantal.
I vented and I
Angry Bird brows activated.
was crying and I was having a vulnerable moment. So
You weren't even crying. Shut up. You weren't crying. You were trying to force yourself to cry. I'm having a vulnerable moment. If it was that vulnerable, why'd you turn your camera on, stupid? If you're all in your feelings, your head is spinning, you don't know what's going on, you don't turn on a camera. You keep the camera off and you get yourself together. It was a grift. It was a scam. It was duper's delight. You had the camera half in, half off your face so you could vape and you could smirk off camera.
what is that? Please stop explaining yourself. Yeah, I know, Black Cillian. I should have learned that a long time ago. Sometimes my comments are held for review, so if your comment didn't get posted, Black Cillian, I'll approve it. Canada's a vacation spot right now. I don't want to do that. I don't know. I might be able to get some refund on it.
Oh, you can. She changed the date. Tickets already there. She didn't lose any money. She lies.
I never read these details when I book things. I'm impulsive with that too. Hi, Kiki. I wasn't manipulative. I didn't manipulate anybody. Hey, Vamptiva. I didn't ask anybody for anything.
You did, but you didn't. You didn't outright ask, but you did. You didn't come on camera and say, guys, look, I'm just here to talk. I'm just here to vent. I don't want your money. I don't need any money. I'm fine. You didn't say that. You're putting all your problems out on the table and, oh, woe is me. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to go back to Canada and I don't know how to figure this out. You already pulled this game. Different wording, same Monopoly board. You went home to Canada and said, oh, I don't know how I'm going to get started. And people were sending you money on PayPal. So you pulled the same game, different wording, and you've scammed enough people to know that you can scam without outright asking. And that's exactly what the F you were doing.
I just was telling you how I was feeling in the moment, what was going on in the moment. Amelia, hi, Sophia. I haven't heard of that, no. I'm staying, yeah.
No, she's not.
I have to keep working on not being so impulsive. It's hard. Like, how do you catch yourself? Like,
how are you going to work out any of your issues without therapy? If you're impulsive, you have no coping skills, have no coping mechanisms. If you've got multiple addictions, one of which is to food, another one is to attention. If you're overly emotional, if you're insecure, if you're jealous, how are you going to work all this stuff out if there's nobody helping you? You can't help yourself, Chantal. You don't know what to do. But you're far too proud and prideful to admit that you can't help yourself and reach out for help and say, I'm over my head with all of this. I'm in the weeds. Somebody help me. You don't want to admit that you were wrong. So you got all these issues going on. How are you going to fix them without outside help? You can't. You just can't. Stop kidding yourself. If you could fix yourself, you would have done it long ago. But I don't think you want to fix yourself. I think you want to continue to use all of your issues as selling points to make money on YouTube.
Impulsivity is hard when you're impulsive. Like, you literally do things like so fast. Like, I don't know. It's not raining, it's the fountain. Thank you, Vanessa. Anyway, the internet is legit unaccountable people who hide their own issues because being judged, busy judging others. It's unhuman. Yeah, thank you. I mean, yeah. Gemini, hello. No, to apply ABC. Thanks, insurance. Thank you for me or not. Take care, babe. There's probably sandstorm coming soon after this. Only an introduction, I believe. I hate when they turn music inside for copyright. I know. Thank you, babe.
So you're the husband, Salah. Why aren't you there with her? Something might happen to her. Why are you in the chat room like modding when you should be there by your supposed wife?
Thank you.
Like, where are you at and what are you doing right now? Are you on your separate phone talking to the ladies trying to find another mark because she's too much of a burden to deal with and she's not profitable anymore?
I don't understand the comments. You lied, you scammed. Like, what the fuck? I didn't ask anybody for anything.
Yes, you did.
How did I lie? I literally showed you my plane ticket.
Because you came on camera and you were smirking. You knew what you were doing. Yes, you did.
So at the time, I was going to Canada. Literally changed my mind. Like, people need a dictionary. Yeah, I know, right? I'm too stupid. It's okay. Yeah, thank you, Vicky. Ordering fries.
You know what, Chantal? I hope that when you do get on the plane, whenever that may be, and you step on alone, that while you're gone, Kuwait, they deny you re-entry. And I hope that Salah has a moment of clarity and whatever brain cells he's got in his head, the moment he puts your butt on the plane and he drops you off 12 hours ahead of time at the airport, he goes back to the apartment, he packs up his stuff, he gets another phone with another phone number, and disappears into the night. And this whole ridiculous thing is over. That open window of opportunity, he hops on through it. This whole thing is stupid. It makes no sense, and it needs to end for so many reasons.
Yeah, so there, babe, it smells like chicken on coal right here. Pretty nice area, eh? Yeah. Yes, old Toby. I did a video just before this. Nothing happening. I'm just at Tim Hortons. Pia Maria, yeah, it's, marriages, you got to work through them.
You're not really married.
What was I lying about? What was I lying about? I literally said, um, hey, YouTube guest. I literally said I was going to Canada. I showed you my plane ticket I booked.
So, Chantal, I got a question. What's going to happen? See, every time you tell a lie, you're digging a little bit of dirt out of the hole. So you're doing this live stream, and you are telling people, I'm not going to Canada. Well, what do you think is going to happen when you show up in Canada? Don't you think your beezers are going to be angry that you lied again? Versus if you just told the truth and said, look, I still got the plane ticket. I just fixed the date to go soon. Lies just make more problems. Don't you think they're going to pick up on the fact that you're a lying liar who lies? They're going to look at you and go, you said you weren't going. What happened? And then you're going to say to them, I changed my mind again. And that's going to make everything better.
What? I got a donut, but I ate it. There's no fountain, ladies. Unfortunately. It's nice though here, babe. I like it. But the chicken on coal smells good. I think it's from the Chicken Mandy place.
Oh, she's in heaven right now. She just had her donut. She had her coffee. And she's surrounded by places all with food.
There's a place called Chocolate. I should have went there.
Yeah, see, this is what you do. This is why you can't put a food addict around in a food court. Because it's like, there's so many variations of the things you want. You'll want them all.
How about I jump into the fountain?
I want to see you do that. That'd be content.
Thanks, Vicky. I'm 40. What? You saw the movie Twister? Did I ask anyone to send me money, Kiara?
You did.
No.
You did.
My phone's on a phone stand, on a tripod. You made chicken shawarma? Wow. I think that's ambitious I don't know if I would make it, but no, I'm not going to Canada right now.
Ah, there it is. The admission. I'm not going to Canada right now versus I'm not going to Canada. So she just told on herself. I love that about her. I'm not going to Canada right now. Always check the fine print with Chantal.
Thanks, Miss Casual Viewer. You're eating chicken on funnel cake? Y'all need to stop bitching about other people sending people money. People do what they want. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what I said yesterday was more about my own insecurities, not something Salah did. You know? Stop explaining yours. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop now. But yeah, it's nice out here. But yeah, I'm like the only person sitting out here because I'm crazy.
That's an understatement.
I don't get like fresh sandy air very often, so this is kind of nice. You know.
Yeah, says H, says you said you had separated. Meanwhile, during that chat, Salah was in the chat deleting comments, and his keyboard was in the living room, so he wasn't gone. It was a whole scam.
You said you separated. Yes, says, but today's a new day. I did not block Tracy. No. Are there a lot of people that speak English out there? Yes. It's like it's like a not a mall, but I don't know. Iced coffee with the orange Thai iced tea.
He's talking about food. I don't care.
Oh, it's warm. Maybe I should go in here and buy something in here.
You know, Chantal, if this whole trip to get coffee and donuts, it's all you cared about was getting the food and the sugar coffee, which you could have done if you had the health and the mobility. What you could have done is just go to different places and show your beezers different places in that area. Just taking a walk with them and show them how nice it is outside. But all you're going to do is sit there and drink your iced coffee and eat your donut and be boring as usual.
Okay. It looks empty. Tim Hortons was more busy. Tim Hortons, I guess, is pretty popular here. Free sauna. Yeah, it's like over. It's probably over 100 degrees right now.
Okay, she's starting to get a little bit boring. We're going to go ahead a little bit more, and then if she continues to be boring, we're out. But we'll keep going for now.
I see you, Leslie. Hey, Sylvia.
Salah might be getting a little bit petty because it's hot outside. She keeps talking about that. He knows that, and he's leaving her out there by herself.
Okay, what? No, you can't name something. What did I lie about? What did I lie about, Edgelord Monty? What?
And Chantal's thing that she likes to say when she has lied is prove it. Oh, I lied? Prove it. That's how you know she lied. Prove it. Can you prove that I lied? Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. Oh, you know what? I'm loving that expression. I absolutely. You're so photogenic, Chantal. I love that look for your thumbnail, girl. I'm digging it. Yes, ma'am. That's for my next thumbnail. Yes, it is. So we'll just keep that picture for later. But thank you for just holding still.
I'd like to know what I lied about. That you were broke up and it was over? No, at the time, that was my sentiment, that I wanted to be alone. How is that a lie? Thanks, Laura's Hope. But it's not going to happen. Like, that was a mistake to even say that. Or
By the way, Chantal, if you're in a real marriage, if you are married to somebody for real, you have a partner that you love the way that you claim to love Salah and the way that you say he loves you, you don't threaten somebody with divorce. You don't use it as a power play or emotional manipulation. If you have two people that care about each other and there are there are differences you just can't get past. Irreconcilable differences. Is that it? You guys know what I'm talking about. If there are differences you just can't work past no matter what, The best way to go about it is to sit down and talk. Because, that person's supposed to be your best friend, and just agree to disagree. And how can we approach this in the most respectful way? Divorce is like the final straw when nothing else works. There's a degree of unhappiness you just can't get past, but you never use it to get power over another person. You don't use it as a threat. You don't use it to manipulate another person. So if that's your idea of marriage, madam, you will never, ever, ever be truly married.
You know? Yeah, so my favorite restaurant here is Fraudy. Whoa. My favorite restaurant is Fraudy. They escalate it times 100,000. Yeah. He likes chaos. Yeah, Tim Hortons. I know. I wanted to try it.
So Green Grape says people have escalated this times 100,000. How do we escalate it? She's the one that did. She's the one that had a fight with Salah, and then she took it there, and all we're doing is reacting to it. So how are we to blame for this? No, she's to blame because she is the spoiled, rotten brat who has to get her way. And honestly, this whole thing was over food. Like, he just told her no for food, and she took it there.
Hey, Melanie. It's worldwide. I booked a ticket to Canada, canceled it like the same hour.
And once again, I will say it again, to have a tourist visa, you have to have a return ticket. That's part of the requirement. That was already bought long ago. So why would you have to buy another doggone ticket? And let's just say, for devil's argument, that you did. If you bought it within that hour and then cancel within that hour, that means you can get your money back. So don't sit there and say that you lost that money, liar.
So, yeah. Anyway, people can interpret anything I said however you want. I'm not talking about it anymore. That's it. That's all. Yeah, hide my phone. I know. Hey, Heather. I don't know how you do it. I make over 100,000 a year. Would never be able to afford to fly back and forth so often like that. You must have a great nest egg.
Nope,
Well,
she doesn't. She's broke. If she had a great big nest egg, whenever she came home to Canada, she'd be able to rent a nice motel room or hotel room, set herself up nicely that way. But every time she comes back, she's so doggone broke, she has to sleep on mom and dad's couch. And then in the morning, they kick her out like a bad animal because they don't trust her at the house. She always travels broke, always.
The only answer we have for them, you were the really manipulating by the ignorant haters who invent the theories for their big ass for the money. Zombies follow my sheep. Yeah. Yeah, babe. I mean, like, I come on once in a while, and I like when I'm having a hard time, and I like was honest and open about my feelings. That's it. So I don't feel bad. Like, honestly, whatever. People just want false outrage as usual. You know. Yes, BBJ. Oh, really, Patricia? Yeah, we can support each other.
Salah, you better gear up, bro. Start talking to the friends. Make some phone calls, sir. The moment she gets on that plane, pack that place up and get gone. That is the only way you'll be able to get away from Chantal, because she's not going to let you go. If you're looking for some way to end this peacefully, you're not going to find it. No one escapes Chantal. It took Natter the one that she was obsessed with before you, it took him moving 2 to 3 hours away from her and moving into a woman's house before she took her claws out of him. And even then, she wasn't done. So if you're trying to be Mr. I want to keep things calm, I don't want to make waves, she's not going to let it happen. She's not a mature woman. She's going to give you the hardest time if you try to get away. She'll try to dominate you and hold on for dear life and punish you if you try to get away. The best thing to do is to get away when she's gone and just change your number and all this crap. I don't like you, Salah, but I'm telling you, jump through that window when you got it, bro. Jump.
Hi, Shay Infinity. Your mom was in hearings. Yeah, it's really bad. Impulsivity is not good. I got Tim Hortons. It doesn't affect anyone's life. I didn't come on here and ask for money or anything from anybody. I didn't ask for anything. Just
Yeah, she'll probably do that once she gets back to Canada. She'll pull some crap and say, like, me and Salah are having problems and I got to find a place here. And she'll try that crap again. And I hope that nobody falls for it.
for people to listen to me, I guess. Like, I don't know. Yes.
Minnie says, you put your business out there, expect the backlash. Right. If you don't want us to comment on it, don't put it out there. Don't put your business out on Front Street for everybody to see and to run over with their cars. If you don't want people looking at it, commenting on it, don't put it out there. Keep it private. All the stuff you're saying on your YouTube channel, Chantal, belongs with a therapist in private. But you're cheap and you don't want to pay for real therapy. Hence, a big part of your problem because you got a lot of serious issues. So since you decide you want to come in the public eye and dump on people, they are allowed to comment on your trash and how badly it smells.
Everything that was a problem is fixed. It's not Duper's delight if I was.
Yes. Yes. I love it. Lisa IRL said you had Duper's delight the whole crying video. You're fake. I love it. I love it the most. The fact that even the people that are her beezers or in her audience are saying Duper's delight. Like words getting around. Good. Good. Good on y'all. Good.
Genuine in my feelings at that time. Just because today's a better day and I don't feel that way anymore and I'm not miserable. I know that people who say that want me to be miserable. They want entertainment in my misery. They're happy for that. They want me
No. Stop there. Rewind the tape. We're happy in your misery. No, you're happy in your misery. You make yourself sick. You keep yourself sick. You monetize your sickness. You monetize your addictions. You keep yourself sick because that's all you have to talk about and that's all you want to talk about. You're Miss Woe is me all the doggone time. You delight in your misery. You delight in your pain and you don't want to fix those issues. We're just here reporting on the news. That's all. If you want us to talk about something different, this is so simple, Chantal. Give us something interesting that is not pain related, that is not related to food. We'll still comment. Show us something interesting. Show us something new. Entertain the people. Give the people what they want. They want interesting content. They respond to interesting content. Something that's not the usual. Pick something. I don't care what it is. Just make it interesting. It would help if you really had a passion for it. Had nothing to do with your addictions. Pick something. Don't care. Paint. Go touch grass. Go sit on a log by a lake or something and reflect. I don't care. We don't delight in your pain. You do. And you refuse to stop.
to go back there and be trolled and be miserable and go back into my old habits. Like, it's, but I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. So,
Oh, yes, it will. Because every time you get home to Canada, you give in. You go to Canada alone, you get bored, you're upset, you're worried about what Salah is doing. You get all in your own head with your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions. You have no coping skills and coping mechanisms. And what do you do to cope? You eat. You don't know of anything else to calm yourself down. Who are you talking to? You think you're lying to me? You're not lying to me.
if you're emotionally affected by things I say about my life, don't watch me then.
So at least the IRL says you were smiling while crying. You don't know what Duper's delight is, right? She was smirking. How can you be like all in your feelings and smiling at the same time? You can't.
If it's not good for you. I was smiling because people were making me laugh. Fuck, people handle every sadness in different ways. Like, I was also crying.
You were trying to make yourself cry. You were digging in those tear ducts so deep. You weren't really crying.
Hey, YouTube lover. No, Rochella, we're together.
And this idiot, Salah, saying, Cat C. They care about their wallet only. Sir, you care about Foodie's wallet. She pays you. You don't work. You want to be a well-kept man. And you found a cow with just enough milk that you can get a glass of milk and not be thirsty. But you refuse to go out and work. If you had any kind of sense of pride, you'd do for yourself and you would live off the back of an addict. How low and pathetic are you that you're going to see this woman who's got an obvious food addiction, and not only are you going to just be okay with that, you're going to encourage that. Whatever it takes to get a paycheck, right, Salah? Let's profit off of an addict. Let's put an addict to work so that you can go run off to the red room. Don't talk to us about being pathetic. Not when you're over there doing that crap.
It's not like, seriously. You can cope, Lisa. You're the one here upset over a life that's not even your own, making up things. Hi, Linda Marie. Hi, Carolina. Yeah, I just had a bit of a slip up, but everything's okay.
A slip up? What?
He didn't do anything to me. This wasn't about anything he did to me. Where did I say that? Like, you guys are just making things up. You don't know anything. You don't know anything about a relationship other than the incident, which is over and done with. So yeah. Yeah, Linda Marie. Teardrop. Hi. Thank you. I appreciate you. People act like it's a crime to change your mind, exactly. Or I'm a huge scammer liar because of that.
Okay, so Strawberries and Cream 10 says Salah literally pays for everything. Why don't you people understand that? Strawberries and Cream. Pull up a chair. Let me educate you, since obviously you need an education. Maybe you're new to the Chantal verse. Maybe you just stepped into it. You're new to the party. I'm someone that I've been at the party for years. I know more than you. This person, Foodie Beauty, Chantal Marie, she's a food addict. Her food addiction is so out of control, she literally has to crowdfund and crowdsource to keep her addiction going at the level that it's at. If YouTube cut her off, if the Feedy guys cut her off, she would not be able to keep her addiction going with where she has built it. She would not be able to afford $4,000 to $5,000 a month on food. And yes, she does spend that amount. And there's no way that Salah could make that amount of money, even with 3 jobs, to pay for her food habit. And since he's in the chat all the time, modding for her, and since he has to take care of her because she can't do anything for herself, because he has to go fetch her food whenever she pleases, how in the world can he work? And if he can't work, how can he pay for everything? And let's just say, for devil's argument, that he does pay for everything. Wouldn't that mean that Foodie should have a stockpile of money and be able to go home and start over and get the inpatient that she needs? Of course, it would mean that if he's not touching her money. But every single time she travels, she's broke and she's complaining about money and everything's so expensive. He's living off of her money. She won't let him work. Foodie does not believe in having a man who is independent. The last man who was independent was BB, and he kicked her to the curb. And every man after BB, she's always made sure to have codependent on her and her money so that they would not escape her. She creates this whole system of depend on me, because if they depend on her financially, they can't leave. That is the Foodie way. So she pays for everything. She does, not him. He's not working. He can't work. She doesn't like the idea of him working and having his own money and maybe talking to other women. She's going to take his freedom away from him just so she can control him better, because she's an abusive biatch.
Even though I've been doing that my entire YouTube career. Exactly, Mimi. It's a deja vu. It's something I always do. It's part of my character. It's a character flaw, maybe, but something I haven't gotten a hold of yet. Sometimes I'm impulsive and I come online and vent my feelings, whatever. It affects no one. Like, really. Whether I stay here or go to Canada, it's no one's business. I mean, it doesn't affect anyone personally.
You make it our business because you get on YouTube and you make it into content. The moment you make it into content on a public forum, it's everybody's business. You want it to be everybody's business.
People act like I did some kind of huge GoFundMe scam or something like that. Like, you know? I didn't scam it exactly, Vicky.
Yes, she did. And if she had gotten a crap ton of super chats in the first live, she would have done a second live trying to get even more. Because the first live did not go the way she hoped, she canceled the second one and blamed it on notifications. Notifications going out or not does not stop you from doing a live.
Hi, Robin. Yes, WBJ. Illegally blonde. Luke and Laura, really? Hmm. Anyway.
I Speak Out says, yeah, other people have fights and disagreements and emotional things happen, but they do not put it on public. You put it on there, people will have their opinions or assume, right? You make it everybody's business, it'll be everybody's business.
Nobody's perfect. You know? We all have to deal with each other's flawed humanity. It's hard, but that's what I find maturity is trying to understand, you know? I think I am doing well at sea. I don't want for anything.
She wants money.
I know you guys feel bad. I appreciate you listening to what I was saying. Yeah, Caroline. True Beezer. Hey, Coconut. No, I'm not going to Canada. I can't bring myself.
I'm not going to Canada. She looks to the side. She's going. She's going.
To leave my
Shifty eyes activated.
family here and a long flight, leaving still out my pets.
Look, this is how it's going to go. She's going to go home to Canada. She's going to scarf up all the food. She's going to sleep on her mom's couch. She's going to get whatever money or gifts or anything she can get from the family because they always give her gifts on occasion. Like she's going to hoover up anything she can in Canada and then go right back to Kuwait. And I seriously hope the Kuwait government looks at her and her health and says, no, ma'am. No, 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 no. You are very sick and you look like a high risk of being a burden in our system. We are stamping your passport and you cannot come back. I seriously hope that happens.
Restarting over in Cornwall or somewhere. No. Can try, Lizzie. Yeah.
I have so little sympathy for Chantal because if she had to start over, she'd be starting over with a lot more resources and family members and people helping her than I had for my situation long ago. And if I did it, she could do it. She just doesn't want to.
Who's Grandma Steeler? So many people are happy to see a couple about to break up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't want to.
Like this whole live stream went on for almost an hour. She could have eaten her donut, drank her coffee, walked around a bit, got some exercise. It's nighttime. It's not that hot. Yeah, there's sand blowing around, but she could have shown us some places. She's not even bothering. Wasted opportunity, Chantal.
Let's have a health card. Should I go into this place here? Coffee of New Orleans.
What? You just had a coffee. Calm down.
And wait.
Like she already had her sugar fix, and she's thinking about another one.
How much longer are you going to be about? Should I go into this place?
Look at her. Like she had a donut and she had coffee. And she's like, oh, I'm bored. I'm not doing anything. I should eat again. No, you shouldn't.
I can't go in the Tim Hortons because there's music, copyright music.
You could go in the Tim Hortons, just turn off your doggone camera, stupid. You don't have to bring your camera with you.
Ma'am, you live in a desert. Anyone has the right to change their minds at any time. Yeah. I'd say I was miserable all the time, but I wasn't happy. Like, I don't know. I'm more at peace here in a lot of ways.
No, you're not. It's not about being at peace. It's a matter of you just found a safe haven away from all the problems that you created in Canada. You're running from them. You're escaping from them. And you know, if you go back to Canada, you're going to have to deal with them. You're basically using the Oceanside Villa as an escape room, but you're not really escaping from anything, Chantal. You're just putting it on hold, and things are just keep building up. You're avoiding responsibility. I'm sorry, ma'am. You're 40 years old. You're an adult, not a child. You're going to have to be responsible. You can't rely on other people to be responsible for you.
People are very quiet here. Chicken Mandy. What else is around here?
Look at her. She's like, where are all the food places? Can I get some more food? They probably got something to go before they left.
You guys want to walk around a bit?
She's not going to get up and walk. She doesn't want anybody looking at her. Next.
There's not really a...
Did Salah finally show up?
At the evening time. How about...
El Salah appears. Hey, handsome.
The water is wild, huh?
Is it too hot for you right now?
Not too much hot, the sand.
Where did you park?
There.
Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna go home. It's hot. Hey, man.
If you feel good, you can stay. Adi.
No. The sand is in my eyes. You?
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Shut up, Salah. We don't like you.
Hi, babe.
We don't like her, but we like you even less.
Coffee, fruity.
What's the temperature right now?
Hi, Green and Vicky. It's 42.
42. That's over 100 degrees. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
This at the evening time. How about the noon time?
Oh my gosh. It's like in the 50s. Thanks, babe.
But it's, I think, relaxing. The fountain ASMR is good.
Yeah, it is nice, eh? It's not that bad. Like, I'm not too sweaty. But I don't
I would normally stop it at this point, but there's one thing I'm looking for, and I hope I find it. And once I find it, we're out of here.
get out much, like, in the heat, so I'm used to the cold, but... Yes, Caitlin. Keep inventing things.
Hey, Melanie and Linda. Felicity,
Exactly, Carolina. Yeah.
Anastasia, strawberries.
Okay, so I want to address something in her chat. Plain cheeseburger. Hi, Plain Cheeseburger. I remember you. I remember you and Sofa King and Ashley Lamborghini, you bunch of hyenas. You rude bunch of hyenas that used to come into my chat and act like jerks because you were diehard Chantal fans. And you just couldn't help yourselves be rude. And that's why you all got blocked. But going back to you, Plain Cheeseburger. You've been around for years, Cheeseburger. Years. You're very familiar with Chantal. You know how she is. Yes, her health is on the decline, but does that really surprise you? You guys were supporting her when she was hurting herself with food and party favors. You were still in her corner. Still. So does any of this really freaking surprise you?
Thank you guys for welcoming and saying hi.
Yes. Hold on a sec. Sure, we'll just consider the summer here to be... Yeah. Where did you go? It's awful. Okay, guys. So I guess I'll go for now.
Okay, so you know what? And the part that I was looking for, I'm probably not going to find. That's okay. I might find it on Twitter later, but we'll end it here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment if you wish. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye now.